Does the message of we're all going to die really make life easier? How do you have relationships with family members, friends, and people at work? I get the idea, but when I apply it, everything gets depressing. Does that happen for you? Well, no, because the facts are so honest. You could say the depressing thing is my resistance to the obvious. That's where so much of the agony is. It's all right in front of my face. It's exactly the way it is. There's no mystery. It does exactly what it does. It's been doing it the whole time. The comparative pieces, you could sort of say, like the Legoland feature of human culture, that ends up being massively arbitrary, caring about that. One of billions of creatures alive. Never before, never again. Not special. Totally unique. And I don't believe in relationships. So the way to say it is, right here, right now, the interaction is taking place spontaneously. It's within a context you could call my life, my past memory experiences, that shapes what this thing is. It's not the measure of anything at all. It's just the shape of this thing, this one. When a person, and this is an example now, this is a hypothetical, which always are bullshit. Examples of reality are not reality. It's right here. So, because they work in conversation, if someone were to come, open the door, I would respond absolutely naturally the same way I am now. I don't know what that means. I don't know which shape that would be. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable or uncomfortable. I don't get to know the future. So the story of my stuff, in a world where everything's temporary, everyone is going to drop, the story of my people, that has a cost to believe is actually something. I can either see them or I can't. I can't save anybody. I can just do my best not to cause harm, but even that is impossible completely. Being alive and using resources in a complex economic web such as ours makes us all guilty of blood on our hands. So that's just the way it is. That's not anybody's fault. You know, life and death are... If you want infinity, you just twist it and then go like that. Hello and welcome to the restaurant. Enjoy, your table is over there. Yeah, the one with the hole in it. I think that there's a way that, if you're not sitting right here without any kind of hope that you have another life somewhere else, then you're probably suffering some kind of anxiety. Some kind of like, ooh, this isn't it yet. That feeling, this isn't it yet? This isn't where I die. Like, I die right here. I'm the thing. Like, this is where all that takes place. It's not somewhere else. There's no future. This is a growing, living, not gonna make it thing. It's like a tree. It's always in one spot. And then the story of the stuff feels like it's real. Like, the story of the stuff. And it's not anywhere. If I can't touch it or talk to it right now, it's not anywhere. This is an artifact. This is a superposition nonsense. This is an echo. This is nothing. I mean, this is hilarious. You're watching a dead guy, listening to dead sound. But I can understand how it could be depressing. Because, and it's only just a feature of how I am, I remember feeling like relationships were real things. I remember that feeling. It's very costly. You know, no one is permanent. So rather than kind of worship the story of the thing, I'll just wait till the thing's here and I'll enjoy it. You know, there's a huge difference. I don't need the story of all my time with Sandra to experience her if she's still alive and ends up walking through the door in a couple hours, according to whatever plan. Like, I don't know the future for fucking shit. I don't even know what's happening right now. Come on. Like, everything's a hobby except survival. You know, think of how the human identity starts as like a single thing and then spreads to a multiple thing, but only in concept. You know, like we. How many different labels can we fall under? So the story of the things, that's not the thing. The thing is so fucking obvious. It's almost terrifyingly obvious that there's no other thing that dies. Oh, that's not an experience I get to have, somebody else's death. That's theirs. So I can't say that it makes life easier. It's just so true that it's like bluntly, it's like being hit with a hammer, and it's just, okay, yeah, that's what that feels like. that's what that feels like. It's just true. There's no hope. There's no magic shit. You know, I don't know what else to tell you. There's a hole. You can crawl out of it. But it's just everybody else's fucking ideas. Like, we're sitting here at the edge of all possible history. This artifact is floating in the fucking only thing there ever was. That's incredible. Even if it's like, gotta pick the kids up and shit, gotta get toilet paper and foot hurts and back hurts and, you know, teeth hurt and pumpkin in the yard, sunburn, like, even if it's just the same old, like, who's gonna win the game and Dancing with Stars and rockets and bombs and humdulillah and, you know, fucking Namo Rengyo Namo and fucking you know. Now I lay me down to sleep, pray the Lord my soul to keep. You know, and then everything else, like Coltrane and fucking Last Comic Standing and Italian and French and Finnish and Turkish and is fucking Persian and, you know, like Chinese, and you can feel it. It's all happening. And we think we can control it with sound lariats. Mm-hmm. Come here, this is how it's supposed to be. Oh, not a chance. All I can say is, just as much as you care about preserving any feature of reality in any way that isn't just basic practical survival, just be mindful that that has a cost. There's no indefinite control. Everything is changing. But I also, you know, I have to say this very honestly, like, I went through an experience that I call the funeral of the world, where I cried for 4 days at the loss of all the beliefs that people were something I could save and that I had anything to do with, really. It was very painful. Because where everything was always just here. It's so obvious that we can grow up and not really know that. The belief that the world's outside of us. It is, but I can't know that. I can't know what it actually is. It's impossible. Everything happens spontaneously. It's fucking so simple, including all the talk. No matter the content. It's all wham! You're perfect. You have to be. This is the thing.